Hi, this is Yin and this is Helmut.
Hi.
Hi. So today we'll be talking about how to become a best-selling author. Now this subject to many people, when they hear the title, how to become a best-selling author, they think about esoteric like professors and big doctors, lawyers writing a book, and because the content is so good, it become a bestseller. So let me just clarify what I mean by bestseller. Okay, so bestseller means that the book actually sold in large enough quantity. Actually,
I'm going to define that for you in a minute, but go ahead and say what you say. I'm going to define what constitutes a bestseller and how actually quite simple it is to become one, almost scary simple.
That's right. So one misconception about bestseller is that the contents needs to be fantastic. It needs to be like like a.
Well, that's a misconception in business. Period. I mean, dentists, car mechanics, restaurant owners, literally everyone thinks that if their context is, if their profession, if they're good in their profession, they will make a lots of business.
That's right.
Now, that's about so not true, then I don't know, it's just so not true.
No.
However, we do have to say there that, basically, if people don't know that you have a good product, they will not come. And on top of it, we mentioned in another video, people can simply not evaluate most products. And even in a restaurant, it's all a matter of opinion. Now,
That's right.
however, so marketing is the key to get good business. But it must be said, because sometimes people believe we don't know that, is if you have a bad product, all the marketing in the world will eventually dead end also.
Sure.
That's for sure too.
That's right.
And there's no doubt about that. So let's not say that we don't want and need good product.
No.
It's just like, what do I always say? Having a good brain and a bad heart makes bad living. Vice versa, it makes for bad living. And there are many other parts in there which need to function well. So at least those two things, as I always call it, it's the second business you have, right?
That's right. Marketing is a second business.
Marketing is the second business you never knew you had.
Right.
And if you don't take it as serious as the first profession, you're finished.
Right. So that's why for a best-selling book, it's the same thing, right? People think like, how will you write a best-selling book? Wrong angle.
That's right.
Wrong direction.
That's right.
I'll give you one example. Chicken Soup for the Soul. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
So it sells millions and millions of copies.
Right.
Well, initially, when the writers first put it together, it was rejected 30-some times by publishers.
Exactly.
They didn't think that the content was worth anything. They said, well, it's been done before, and this story is like
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or let me tell you about another book, which is called "What Men Know About Women."
I think it's Men from Mars.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's what men know.
Oh,
about,
okay.
What men know about women.
Yes.
And when you open the book, it's blank.
It's blank.
Not a single word in it.
I think about 200 pages of blank pages.
200 pages of blank pages. And basically the message is men know nothing about women, right?
Right.
And
so millions of copies.
Millions of copies. So it's a marketing gimmick. The whole thing is marketing. Let me tell you this. If a movie isn't marketed, it will not sell.
True.
There's no such a thing like a good... I mean, in fact, many of the movies who win Oscars, they never sell a lot. They're considered good movies, but they don't sell a lot. Movies need to be marketed. Everything needs to be marketed. So to be a bestseller, one needs to market it. Now, let me talk for a second what a bestseller really is. Number one, most people think that means you sold millions of copies. Like I mentioned about this book, What Men Know. No, that book is a bestseller, of course. A bestseller in a whole different range of rights, because they really sold millions. Most in order to achieve the title of a bestseller, all you need to do is be for one day, for that much, for 20 minutes, on the #1 bestseller list of whatever bestseller list that is. That may be Barnes & Noble's, Amazon.com, and there's a whole bunch of them. Of course, there's the New York Times. Now, that one I do not know how to manage. But the other ones we know how to manage. And as you probably know, sometimes you will hear X amount of book was on the bestseller list 45 weeks. Well, obviously, that book sold millions probably.
Right.
But That's just an extra title, 45 weeks. Bestseller, 20 minutes, 5 minutes maybe. You got to be on there.
And how do you achieve that? What do you mean 20 minutes?
Well, it's like if during a specific given time, okay, I don't know how they count it, but during a specific time, definitely on a daily basis for sure, if not hourly basis actually, Barnes & Noble sells, if you sold the most, for instance today, somebody sold 60 books and you sold 61. Then you sold the most.
So I beat the competition.
You beat the competition. However, what's going on here? A bestseller really constitutes to be between number 1 and between 100.
Okay. So if my book sale falls into the top 100 books sold, let's say for Barnes & Nobles,
it's a bestseller.
It become a bestseller.
If it is number 1, it is a number 1 bestseller.
I see. So does this title then go away after the day is over, or what happens?
No, you had it once.
So I'm not a bestseller for life?
It's like if we're boxing. Come on, box with me. So I knock you out. Okay? Knockout. I'm the champion.
For life?
Well, I am a champion for life. But in 4 weeks, I might box somebody else, and he knocks me out, and I don't have the title anymore. But that does not mean I am not a world champion at one point, right?
That's true. So if you are a bestseller, even for one day, so now you can have the bestseller title in your name for life.
And any subsequent book you write, you can put on best-selling author. So let me talk about the amounts. Just more or less what's needed to become a bestseller. If you, for instance, sell 1 book a day,
okay,
and in a year's time you would sell 360 books, right? I'm telling you, most books never sell more than 500. So you would be right there, okay? You will never be a bestseller. You'll not make it into that range of 100.
Okay.
However, if you sell all those books in one day, those 360,
there's a chance.
Probably a high chance, a super high chance.
Okay.
Okay, and again, maybe you may need 2 books, maybe you may need 700. Okay, but yes, that chance is there. That you will do that. It's probably more like around the 700 or so. But either way, it all depends. If there's many other people who had a good book coming out during that season, it's a little bit like on 4th of July. Everybody tries to get the best movie. Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, Julia Robertson. So it's hard to become a bestseller on such a opening July weekend. But it's easier to be one in a thing. So basically, you can be in a low season with, be a bestseller with few books, and in some type of high season week, which is difficult to predict, you can become with way more book and don't show up in a bestseller list.
And I think the best part of this is that even if you do not become a bestseller that day, there's so many days in the whole year to try and
do the campaign again.
Yes.
Yeah, and this is what it is. You make a campaign. I'm glad that you mentioned that. You make a campaign. There's your clients, your patients. Anyway, there is businesses out there in which we can contact, and we somehow make them buying the book in that one day. It's no different than a J.C. Penney 4th of July sales. On one day, come in and buy it all.
That's right.
We do the same type of campaigns. And then once you're a bestseller, you know what happens to radio and television interviews.
Oh, you're not on your doors.
They knock on your door. And once you're a bestseller, you have no idea, well, you do have an idea, Yin, of how many small and large business owners, non-profit organizations, churches will want to buy the book. Well, you need to help a little bit by making a sales presentation. Will want to buy the book for their employees, for their members, for their potential clients and members, for their vendors, as gift kind of giveaway. The gift industry, giving gifts, for potential clients of Ben or whatever it may be, is huge. And in the whole gift industry, the book industry is huge in itself. So, and by doing so again, you probably will sell those books at wholesale prices to those companies. That's how they will buy it. They won't buy it at full price. Again, we're not after to make money. All we want to do is to get the book distributed by other people.
Good.
All right?
Okay. Well,
I hope you learned something. Okay? Bye-bye.
bye.